Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Juicebox Podcast. Jenny and I are going to go over the top 10 most popular Halloween candies and how to bolus for them right now, just in time for you to go tricking and treating. If your loved one is newly diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and you're seeking a clear, practical perspective, check out the Bold Beginning series on the Juicebox Podcast. It's hosted by myself and Jenny Smith, an experienced diabetes educator with over 35 years of personal insight into type 1. Our series cuts through the medical jargon and delivers straightforward answers to your most pressing questions. You'll gain insight from real patients and caregivers and find practical advice to help you confidently navigate life with type 1. You can start your journey informed and empowered with the Juicebox Podcast. The Bold Beginning series and all of the collections in the Juicebox Podcast are available in your audio app and at juiceboxpodcast.com in the menu. While you're listening, please remember that nothing you hear on the Juicebox Podcast should be considered advice, medical or otherwise. Always consult a physician before making any changes to your healthcare plan or becoming bold with insulin.
What are
you wearing? Is that
don't know.
Is that Young Frankenstein? No.
Well, it's the Bride of Frankenstein.
The Bride of Frankenstein. Because today is Halloween.
Because today is Halloween, and if I could, I don't even know that I can. I paint my pods because it's
your
fun.
pod for Halloween. Let me see. Hold on.
But I also have a Bride of Frankenstein.
That's awesome, Jenny. You did that yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's like
they're just paint markers. They're easy to use. The paint markers.
I didn't know you were a Halloween person.
Oh, we love Halloween. Our front yard is like the boys can't wait. As soon as October 1st, they're like, it's time. Get the decorations out. Like we have like skeletons with like big swords through their bellies right now. And like
My wife is a huge decorations person, but we did some painting in the house this year, so it kind of didn't get done. So there's a mum and a pumpkin, sadly, out front of our house together, and I think that's the end
a little
of it.
Bit of fall something. It's okay.
So given this, I'm going to give people real time. Today is October 31st, 2025. It is 10 a.m., and you and I are going to do bolus for popular Halloween candies.
That's so funny that we were like on the same brain wave because you usually come up with the ideas. But
were you thinking about this? Awesome.
I was thinking about it.
So I'm going to finish with you, send it right to Rob. He's going to edit it, pull it together, and we're going to get it out this afternoon in time for Halloween.
Yay, that's awesome.
So here comes the pressure. You ready? I asked the ChatGPT what are the 10 most popular Halloween candies. It said the first one was, what do you think?
Oh, gosh. Candy corn?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Peanut butter cups. That would have been my next one. Yeah.
We won't ask Jenny if she's ever had a Reese's peanut butter cup, but we will freak you all out by telling you that I've never had one because I don't like peanut butter.
Oh, you don't like peanut butter?
I don't like anything,
I know you don't like tomatoes, although you tried one for me. Thank you. But that's okay.
I got a couple notes online the other day after that episode went up, and there's like, do you think Scott's had a tomato yet? And I said, I had salsa, and it was a little chunky. Does that count? Because I'm counting it. Let's see. I've given up in these, by the way, from going to the websites for the companies. I just go to Amazon so that I can see the label.
Yeah.
Right. Calories per serving, 160 serving size, 2 pieces, which it says is 31 grams. There's 9 grams of fat, 3 saturated. Sodium's not bad at 118 carbs for 2. But that's lower than I thought it was going to be, although the total sugars is 16.
18 grams for 2?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
No.
2 pieces, 31 grams. Total carbs, 18.
Are these the regular peanut butter or the mini peanut butter?
My goodness.
Because they do, again, if you go to the fancy neighborhoods that give you the real sized candy, then...
Well, it says pantry pack. I mean, I can go back and look again. Hold on a second. We'll see if we can find another one. Here's one that looks a little more... Okay. Oh, Jenny, look at you.
Am I right?
Yeah, they're a little smaller than the average one. The average one package is 42 grams. So then that makes the fat 12, carbohydrates 24, total sugar is 22, which includes 21 grams of added sugar as a bit of sugar. So if the kid is rolling through the house and grabs this and they're just going to have it as a snack, what are we going to do?
Yeah, it's a great question because it's a fair portion of fat, right? I mean, my estimate is two of these is somewhere around 200-ish calories.
210.
And am I 210? Yep. Okay. And if you consider how much fat did you say? 12 grams?
12
grams. And if you do the rough math, right, about 9 calories per gram of fat. And really, that's like half of this product is from fat.
Okay.
In terms of calories. And so it's not like sitting down to what I said, candy corn, which is just immediate hit sugar.
Yeah.
This is going to definitely be slower. So still going to need somewhat of a pre-bolus. But if you're rocking and rolling with a really great looking blood sugar, nicely in target and pretty stable, you can probably get away with maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So if we're just eating just the Reese's, 10-minute pre-bolus, stick to the carbs on the label, 24.
Yep.
Go ahead and eat. You're going to see a little bit. I mean, 12 grams. I mean, listen, there's 24 carbs, sugar's 22, 21 added. So there is a shot of sugar there, but
Absolutely.
but the fat's going to kind of tamp it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And tell people why chocolate's not a good, good treatment for a fast dropping sugar.
Because of the fat.
Okay.
It, naturally has fat in it. This obviously has very likely added fat as well, along with the peanut butter that has fat in it. So thus the higher fat content of this compared to just candy. That's simple sugar. So it's not going to hit your bloodstream fast enough from a digestive standpoint to bring a low blood sugar back up. It also will not stop a really rapid drop. So, blood sugar is still in target, but gosh, it's like arrow down. This is not what you would use.
Okay.
On the opposite of that, if you're kind of coasting down nice and slow, and you really want to slow it down and have a treat at the same time, you could use a peanut butter cup to kind of slow that trend and stop it from getting too low. But it's not going to be fast.
I like the idea of every one of these that we do in this episode, which they're going to get all of them together, that we talk about whether or not it's going to be a good low treat out of the bowl for the weeks to come.
Yes.
Look at us. Okay. The next on the list, I won't ask you to guess. It's something else that has peanuts in it.
That would be Snickers.
M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms.
Really?
Yeah, that's what ChatGPT said. I mean, ChatGPT is also not a person. So we'll do Snickers too at some point. Let's see. Peanut M&Ms, about 6 servings per container, 1 ounce, 12 pieces. You know how many times you've had 12 M&Ms, right? When you
is that a fun size pack? Is that the typical one that's in the Halloween mixes that you can get?
Yeah. So okay, so we have a way to measure it. 12 M&Ms that are peanut M&Ms, 7 grams of fat, total carbs 17, and total sugars 15, includes 13 added sugar. So this is not the same fat content as the Reese's, but still some. So what do you
also lower carb
and lower carbs too. So I mean, can M&Ms be a grab and go snack? Can you bolus and eat a couple minutes later?
I would say you definitely need probably a good 15-minute pre-bolus for these. Still? I mean, if you're looking at the fat is not terribly high in this. And it really is a heck of a lot more sugar coating. Yeah. And one peanut inside, where you're getting like 12 peanuts. Like
maybe. I don't know. I've never had one of these in my life.
So they do make chocolate covered almonds. They make almond M&Ms. Do you like almonds?
No, I have never had.
I'm trying to get Scott to eat candy.
Wait. I've never had an almond. Is that the one that looks like a teardrop? It
does. Yes.
And they're real hard, right?
They're pretty crunchy if you get them,
I don't know.
freshly
okay.
roasted. Yeah. No, you're like, yep, nope, won't be trying those.
That's okay. Thanks anyway. When you say nuts to me, I hear tree bark. I hear dry and like, I don't know.
Really?
Waxy sometimes, like peanuts. Aren't peanuts waxy?
They could be, depending on how they're made. Peanuts could be a little bit waxy. So you don't eat any nuts at all? This is so funny. Like walnuts, pecans, anything?
Jenny, let me say this with a lot of pride. I've never had nuts in my mouth. Okay? So that's it.
Oh, that was great for Halloween.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'll pivot off of my list for a second because you brought it up. Chocolate covered almonds, just so people have some context. This is just I don't know. It's like called I Like chocolate covered almonds.
Oh.
Looks like 5 pieces is 10 grams of fat, 17 carbs, 15 sugars, includes 14. So honestly, peanut M&M, same idea, right?
Comparable. Yeah, absolutely. And again, this being in a way higher, truly less fat, yes, less carb, but in my experience, having had something like M&Ms with peanuts in, I do know that they have a faster impact than something like a peanut butter cup does.
Okay. When we do number 3 here, which is Snickers, by the way, do you want to do the fun size or the miniatures?
Oh.
Let's do.
I would say who eats one miniature? Really?
I don't know. Probably not me. I
don't
also
know.
never had a Snickers bar before in my life. So.
Let's do the fun size because I think those are the more common from what I've seen in Halloween baskets as I take my kids trick-or-treating.
Okay.
The fun size tend to be more of the given out size now. So I think that might be more relevant to the crowd of
milk
listeners.
Chocolate, which includes sugar, cocoa butter, chocolate, skim milk, lactose, milk fat, soy, lecithin, peanuts, corn syrup, sugar, palm oil, skim milk, lactose, salt, egg whites, artificial flavors. And what do you got? It is 1 bar, 17 grams, 80 calories. There is 4 grams of fat in this and 10 carbs. 8 total sugars, 9 includes 8 added sugars. So this is the M&Ms with, I don't even know if I want to call it less carbs, right? Because there's 17 grams there. How many grams are in 12 M&Ms, I wonder? This might be very similar bolus, no?
I would think that it is, quite honestly. Again, what does Snickers have? They've got that caramely part. They've got the nougat. I mean, that's just all sugar. The chocolate on the outside, sure. And the peanuts, they have fat, but it's not a lot of fat like the Reese's peanut butter cups have. So this is definitely going to have, I would say, similar to the M&Ms.
Same vibe. Okay.
Same type of bolus strategy, yes.
M&Ms, Snickers bars, not good low treats if your blood sugar's falling very quickly. But if you're looking out on the horizon and you're seeing that 20 minutes from now, you think you might be drifting down through 80 into 70, it could be the perfect time for a Snickers.
Could be the perfect time for a fun size Snickers. Yes. And, in line with what we're talking about here, right? Halloween, many people will go trick-or-treating. Not everybody does, but if you do, the enjoyment of walking around and moving your body while trick-or-treating can often be offset without even having to cover these. Right? You might be able to have your fun size Snickers or your little peanut butter cup or something while you continue to traverse your neighborhood without any impact on blood sugar and no bolus because you're moving. Yeah. And if you're a kid, are you moving? Oh, you're rapidly moving.
Flying around.
It's the GAT. Yeah. You are flying from house to house to house. You're running up the hill and it is what it is. So you can very likely get away with sneaking this in and no coverage.
Do the kids still love the Halloween the way they did when we were younger, or has this has the new society ruined it for people?
Oh, my kids love Halloween. They love we actually, something fun that we do is we weigh the candy bakes when they come home
for the haul.
from the hall.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's fun to see like how much sugar they could possibly get in their 3 hours. I tell you, man, we are out there for the entire amount of trick-or-treating time that's allowed.
Jenny, tell me something. When you weigh the bag, if you were, so listen, I don't want Jenny to sound like a Scrooge, but she has a buyback program. She buys her candy back from her kids, right?
Yes.
She's laughing at herself now in case you're wondering what's happening. And so, but if you have knowledge of what they brought back in the past.
Yes.
How many days or weeks if they were going to eat all that candy, would you want it to be spread out over? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Is it a year's worth of candy, do you think, in your mind?
In my mind, it would be stale and hard by the time they could finish the pots of candy.
Yes. If that didn't happen, though, like if you were giving nutrition information to somebody right now and you said, look, you got this haul, it's a ton of candy, I'd like you to eat it over 6 months, like in your mind, like, because it's going to be gone in a week, right?
Otherwise, it would probably be gone in a week. Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's like one of those big holiday events. It's like, well, we got the Halloween candy. A lot of parents are super awesome. They put their candy up. Kids have to ask for a piece of it, or one piece goes into lunch every couple of days or something like that.
Right.
Or in, again, the line of discussion, which could be used for lows and which could be used in another way, like a real treat, you may end up separating the piles, the really, really quick, sugary kinds of things versus the not. Actually, one of the little friends that we go trick-or-treating with, what they end up doing is they save all the sugary stuff, the Skittles and that kind of thing, the Twizzlers. They save all of that, and then at Christmas, they use it to decorate their gingerbread houses.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So rather than eating it, they actually use it for something else. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm just going to tell you, I grew up poorly, and
you didn't do Halloween?
No. Well, no, we did Halloween, but I mean, I had 2 brothers, so there's 3 bowls of candy, and then it just turned into a swap meet. You'd be like, hey, I'll give you a malted milk bar for a Kit Kat, that kind of thing. And I'm assuming my mom stole a fair amount of it from us. And also, I have to tell you, I'm a refrigerated candy person.
Oh.
So we finally hit one on the list that I enjoy, a Kit Kat. Although I have to tell you, the GLP has completely ruined the Kit Kat for me. It does not taste the same anymore.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I had a little one like a couple of weeks ago and I ate it and I was like, never mind. So
I have a curious, just side note question about it, because I've heard that before.
Yeah.
The taste preference things kind of change, especially for those carby treat types of foods. I had somebody tell me that something similar, candy with chocolate, tasted like plastic and she just didn't want it anymore.
It can change the way food tastes for sure. Pizza's not as good any longer either. You don't get the salty, oily feeling from it as much. And I'm God, people probably hate the way I eat, but I'm an oil mopper. So when I get pizza, I take some paper towels and I soak all the oil out of it before I eat it. People are like, you're such a pagan. They probably hate me.
I know you. 100%.
Yeah,
yes, I understand.
So, but pizza's not like I actually have to sprinkle a little salt on top of pizza to get the flavor to pop out of it now.
Oh, interesting.
And for people who are like, it ruined food for you, it also is going to keep me alive. So, and there's plenty of things that taste fine. I have to tell you, this is not the place for it, but the GLP turned food into fuel for me. So when I hear healthy people talking about food as fuel, I was like, no, it's salt and fat and sugar. I don't know what you're talking about. But I don't taste it that way anymore. The only thing that I can still get like a little jump from is like sorbet.
Oh.
Like I can have like a couple spoonfuls of sorbet like after a meal or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that tastes sweet. Yeah. So anyway, Kit Kats, which I think are an awesome candy. Or at least I used to believe that.
I will tell you something funny about Kit Kats.
Go ahead.
Or not Kit Kats, but Whoppers, right? The malted the malted balls, which would be entirely a quick hit. I mean, it's right? Oscar started reading my older, and we went trick-or-treating. Like, Mom, look, these are Whoopers. And I was like, oh, well, that's wrong, but it totally is hilarious the way that you said it.
You ever get a milk dud or a Whopper that's actually a dud? Like they're like, Whoppers are like chocolate on the outside, crunchy on the inside, but every once in a while you get one and they're hard or almost like gummy on the inside, like something happened to it.
I haven't.
Never had. Oh, Jenny's like, I've had one Whopper in my life. I've had a fair amount of Whoppers in my life, and I can tell you that pops up sometimes. And Milk Duds the same way. Like sometimes Milk Duds are weird inside, like they don't get mixed right or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, but when it happens with a Milk Dud, it's weird. They get real chewy, and anyway, this is
kind
just
of gross.
This is just between me and my friends who are out there and like, yeah, fatty, I hear you. Let's see. Kit Kats are next on the list. Serving size, one package, 42 grams, 11 grams of fat, 7 saturated. Total carbs. Oh, a Kit Kat got a lot of carbs in it. 28 grams of carbs.
Is this for the 2-pack like you get for Halloween, or is this the 4-pack?
This is the like classic like 4-pack.
4-pack. Okay.
Yeah. And wow, 23 sugars includes 22 grams of added sugar. So this is just, I mean, this is the ones we talked about before, but just more carbs, more sugar.
More carbs. And didn't you say 11 grams of fat?
Yes, ma'am.
That's interesting to me. Isn't it?
Does that feel low to you?
No, it feels high.
It feels high because the wafer's inside and there's no caramel or anything.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I see your point. Well, maybe that's just where the flavor. This, by the way, most of this stuff is made by Hershey's, right? Like, isn't most of this stuff Hershey's?
Or Mars, I guess, if that's still. Yeah. That is really, that's the striking thing about this one is the fat content of a Kit Kat. I would never have guessed it to be that high.
Okay. So
almost similar to Reese's.
But now you know, because when you're bolusing for it, like there's a stretched out, this is going to hit you for longer than you think. Because I think people don't think of chocolate like that. Like, I think they just see chocolate and they think like, I don't know why, but chocolate, not carbs, I think is like a leap that happens in people's heads. I also see people treating loaves with chocolate all the time. And like, I'm just like, please, that's not going to work as well.
Right. But if you want the chocolate, eat the chocolate bolus for it, but don't use it for a low. Yeah.
Also, Kit Kat, I mean, in my opinion, has to go in the refrigerator. I don't know how you could.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how you could eat it warm.
I know people like, as we said initially, Reese's peanut butter cups in the fridge or even the freezer. Especially Reese's brand specifically, which tends to be a really soft milk chocolate type of chocolate compared to the dark chocolate type of peanut butter cups. So
next on the list, Jenny, is just a Hershey's bar. So going full size bar, 13 grams of fat, 26 grams of carbs, 25 sugar, 21 added sugar. So
similar to a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's a lot of fat. I will tell you my side story about Hershey bars. When I was younger and working with my dietitian educator, and we were transitioning to, rather than just the exchange system, we were moving to learning to read labels for portions and carbs. My dietitian asked me, she's like, now that you know how to read a label and you know how this might match with insulin, what do you want to try? And my answer was an almond Hershey bar.
That's what I was.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I really don't.
It's a classic. It's visually classic, a Hershey bar. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what I wanted.
The label.
Anyway.
I didn't expect to do this. This isn't on the list of top candy, but in case some of your neighbors are out there a little drunky around the fire pit making s'mores for kids, let me jump Let me jump over and tell you that Jet Puffed S'mores Vanilla Marshmallows, 21 ounces. It is, let's see, serving size 2 pieces. In these marshmallows, you got 27 carbs, 20 total sugars, includes 20 added sugars. So if you take that 27 carbs for the marshmallow and go back to the Hershey bar, and what is that there? That is 26. That's 50. 3 carbs?
And are you going to eat a whole Hershey bar on top of?
I don't know. How do
more
you
though? And usually you'd probably do a third of a Hershey bar
with
on
a
top,
marshmallow in it.
or you'd probably do the fun size Hershey bars, which almost fit on top of the graham cracker.
Okay. Oh God, we haven't even gotten to the graham cracker yet. Graham crackers are the devil.
They are high carb. They are like a saltine. A saltine cracker actually has a higher glycemic index than fruit juice.
Get out of
Did
here.
you know that? To treat a low blood sugar, if you didn't have anything except a saltine, you are golden, man.
I didn't know this. That's crazy. Also, now I can't put little crackers in my soup anymore. Thank you, Jenny.
There you go.
But one serving of, I'm just going to go with the honey made graham crackers. One serving, which is 2 full cracker sheets, is it says 24 carbs. I have
so 4 squares.
Yeah. And I want to just tell you right now, nothing hits Arden harder than a graham cracker. I mean, we still have them in the house in case she gets low and doesn't want to eat a lot, because you can get,
fast.
Just take it. Woof, thing. Anyway, think about that before you look at us ruining s'mores for people. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Visit the house that's serving the s'mores in the middle of your trekking.
Yeah.
Not that you can really plan that, but maybe it's we have a house in our neighborhood that has, it's an older couple, and what they do every year is they make in their garage. It is a make and serve mini sugar coated donuts.
Really?
And they serve apple cider at the same time, like mini cups of apple cider and 4 mini donuts in each little pack that goes to each kid that gets in line.
Look at these people.
It is like the best visited house in our neighborhood.
I would imagine. That's awesome. Jenny, Skittles are next.
Oh.
I just think of Skittles as, let's see how right I've been about this. I just think a Skittle is a carb.
Oh, 100%.
Yep. And here it is. A serving size is 27 pieces. It has 26 carbs, 21 added sugar. I mean, I'm assuming most people are going to save the Skittles for low treats, right? But if you really wanted to enjoy a bag of Skittles, what are we doing? This
is a big pre-bolus.
Yeah, right? Long, maybe find a falling blood sugar before you start eating, because they're going to hit you pretty immediately, right?
Correct. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm going to do a couple more, then I'm going to ask a bigger question about this. So, next on the list, Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, these are like Skittles. I mean, not in terms of Skittles are nice because they're a gram of carb per Skittle, right? Yeah. They're easy to count. They're portionable, etc. Sour Patch Kids, I can't remember what the carb count is. They might be 2 grams per Sour Patch Kid.
I'm looking. Hold on a second.
But are going to be similar in hit. Pre-bolus, because otherwise it's going to get you.
Yeah. Sour Patch Kids, I have it here as 1 bag, and let's see, there's 21 bag. I wish I had it differently than a bag. But geez, 1 bag, 51 carbs, 44 total sugar. This is just sugar. This is, ingredients, 100%. In case you're wondering, ingredients: sugar, invert sugar, corn syrup. That is 3 different ways of saying sugar. So sugar, invert sugar, corn syrup, modified cornstarch. That's it. It's sugar and the cornstarch to hold it together, and a bunch of colors to make the things. So you might as well go to the sugar bowl and take a spoonful of it.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Long, same as the Skittles for bolusing. Now, I think, in my mind, a Twix bar in the refrigerator is the way to go. And it, why do you laugh at the refrigerated part? You have to refrigerate it. It's awesome that way. Am I crazy?
No, you're not. The only thing I've ever stuck in the refrigerator, honestly, is our peanut butter cups. And when I was growing up, I was a Girl Scout. The Thin Mint cookies, those went in the freezer. And that was the only way to eat a Thin Mint cookie from Girl Scout.
Okay. I have to tell you, somebody brought home Girl Scout cookies last year, and they just I have done a good enough job of weeding crappy food out of my life that they made me sick. And I was like, what's in these garbage things? Like, so.
I actually purchased them for donation now. Like I'm happy to donate. I was a Girl Scout for eons.
Yeah.
But I purchased them and then they have a donation. Like sometimes they send them to the troops overseas or,
we'll make them sick. Yeah.
Well, right. Yeah, I know. I guess I'm just putting money into something for somebody else, but
Jenny's like, I'm going to live forever, but these people will be happy for a short time and then drop dead.
There you go.
So a full-size Twix bar, 1 cookie bar. Again, I feel like this is oh my God, 15 carbs, 5 grams of fat in one. That means a package with 2 of them and it is 30 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in 1 bar, 5 grams of fat. So a lot of this candy is the same, really, as far as bolusing goes, right? Yeah. It's about how much sugar you're going to get hit with right away and how much fat is going to delay that hit. Pretty much.
And these, I would honestly go kind of along the lines of the peanut M&Ms and whatever. Yes, there are 10 grams of fat, but gosh, 30 grams of sugar if you're going to eat both of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of carb. You think of the cookie and the caramel inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starburst is next on the list. I'm just going to go original and tell you that 6 pieces, I would never have 6 Starbursts at once. But whatever. Okay, que sera. Although, I don't know if I'm the crazy one. Yeah, I'm starting to believe I am the longer we talk like this. But does anybody else match flavors up? Like, do you take a red one and a yellow one
and squish them together?
And then eat them right?
I haven't done that since I was little. In fact, as you were talking before about your brothers and you kind of doing a trade kind of system, my brother and I, we did do that when we were little. My favorite, they were the cherry ones, the red ones. They were my favorite. And then we would end up swapping and switching, but we did do the same thing. We'd see how mashed we could get it together and then eat it almost like a twist and sandwich.
Twist it I mean, this makes sense to me. I know,
Gosh, I haven't thought of that in a long time, Scott.
I like how you're like, I haven't done that since I was a kid. I did that with gummy bears 3 days ago. Because
gummy bears.
Arden's Low Treats are those Albanese gummy bears. Yeah. That's what we keep around the house. And I saw them the other day and I was like, Scotty gonna have a gummy bear. And so I when I reached in, I grabbed like 4 or 5 of them. And then I found myself picking colors that I thought would match well with other ones. Anyway, 6 pieces of Starburst, 2.5 grams of fat, 24 carbs, 16 from added sugar. This is sugar, just like everything else.
Sugar.
Yeah. Yep. Get way ahead. Maybe get the blood sugar moving on your side, moving down.
I wanted to add one that maybe it is on the list, but it has been a long-term one that a friend of mine, she goes and she just buys the packs of them because they are her low treatment.
Okay.
It's the, what are they called now? They're aspirin candy, or that's actually in a particular community of people, they call them aspirin candy or Winkies, but they're the Smarties. There's
Smarties.
The word.
Okay.
Smarties.
Okay.
Yes.
Aspirin
very
candy.
common.
Oh, because they look like little. Oh, I see.
They look like little. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll get to them. We'll do them right after classic candy corn. How's that sound?
Oh,
this was number 10 on the list. I'm just going to go to branches because it's the overall pick on Amazon, and I figured that's how people do it. Let's see. It's by package? No. Can't they break it down for me by corn?
That's the funny thing is that it's a Halloween or a sort of a
maybe Thanksgiving.
Snack.
Yeah, you might hang on to it
maybe
a little bit.
But you don't really get candy corn in your treatment. Like there aren't individual wrapped packages of candy corn.
No, but there's not a dish in your house somewhere. Is that just my wife who thinks it looks nice and she won't eat it, but is killing me with it slowly?
When I was younger, yes, we did. We had a pumpkin that my mom put on the kitchen table that would have these. And then the autumn mix, which no longer contains the brown cocoa flavored autumn peach. Those were the only ones that I ever wanted as a kid.
This is a weird candy to me because I can't eat more than 2 or 3 of them before I'm like, these are horrible. But the first couple, I'm like, awesome. I don't like the chocolate tipped ones as much as the others. But have you seen the ones that are pumpkins now? Those I like better than the candy corn. Anyway, this is neither
Well, the
here nor there.
pumpkins have been around for a long time.
I mean, I just found out about it a couple of years ago. So
Oh my gosh.
17 pieces of candy corn
Okay.
are 27 carbs. Holy hell. Is that two per? Almost, right?
Yeah.
22 sugar, no fat. So gonna hit
it's
you like
just sugar.
rocket fuel. Let me tell you what's in it. Sugar, corn syrup. That's it. No, it's sugar, corn syrup, and then contains less than 2% of the following: salt, glycerin, egg whites, confectioner's glaze, natural and artificial flavors, mineral oil, honey, carnauba wax. I thought you put that on your car, but I guess you can eat it too. Vegetable oil, coconut oil, canola, artificial colors. Sugar. It's sugar. Okay. What did you say? Smarties?
Smarties, yes.
Okay. These are definitely people put these aside for low treats for sure, right? Because they also they what do I hear people say? They travel well in cars. They do okay in hot cars, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of different reasons
And
why
they
you can do
are, I mean, in terms of they're just all sugar.
that. Mm-hmm.
And unless they've changed, I think they're, for the whole entire roll of Smarties, I think they're like 7 grams of carb for the whole roll.
I can't even find, it's so funny. I can't find the nutritional label. There's no nutritional label on every one of these I click on. I'm assuming that what they think you think is like a dummy, it's sugar. But let me see here. This one's from the company. Maybe they.
Right. It's sugar.
Fat-free, gluten-free, peanut-free, family-owned since 1949. Smarties your way. You can put them on a cupcake, Jenny.
Wow.
Would you like to sweeten a moment at a graduation party, a birthday, or social gathering? Maybe by gifting Smarties? What soulless person in their marketing department came up with that? I do not. My goodness. I just want to see the nutritional label on it. They are not giving it to me. How about that? Let me see if I can find it somewhere else.
Chat GPT give it to you at all?
It would, but then, I get from people, I'm like, hey, I use it all the time. And I'm like, I don't need to hear from people constantly. A roll of Smarties, 6 carbs. That sound right?
It's pretty close.
Yep. Okay. 25 calories, no fat. But tell people, because we haven't said it here. The reason when you're low and you use one of those gels and you rub it on the inside of your cheeks is because that's a quick uptake for that glucose, right? Like the lining of your cheeks.
It is, absolutely.
So these simpler sugars, I tell people, I mention it sometimes to people, I'm like, don't just drink the juice. Like sometimes put it in your mouth and hold it in there for a second or two. Like let it absorb that way. Really, what's the word for chewing? What's that?
Mastication?
Yeah. Like chomp the hell out of that sugar. Keep it in your mouth for a little while if you're having gummy bears or something. Like when you throw them in your stomach, now you have to go through the more of a digestion process to uptake.
And as you're talking about that, I actually consider Smarties as close as you can probably get to the glucose tablets.
Mm-hmm.
Can you find the ingredients?
For a glucose tablet or for Smarties?
No, for Smarties, because I can guarantee that one of the first 2 ingredients is dextrose.
Okay, hold on a second. Boom, boom. The ingredients in the original Smarties rolls are dextrose, citric acid, calcium stearate, natural and artificial flavors, and colors. Isn't dextrose what they put in the IV in the hospital to jack your blood sugar up real fast?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll do a
same?
dextrose strip for a lot of reasons, right? But that's what glucose tablets are. They're dextrose. Dextrose is the simplest form of sugar, so your body really can absorb it. And as you're talking about absorption through the mouth, through the gums, right? It goes right in and it gets into circulation because your body doesn't have to chop that bigger, more complex carbohydrate up. Unlike a Hershey bar or a Snickers even, where those are carbohydrates and there's sugars in there, but they're not dextrose.
Okay. You're making me wonder about Necco wafers.
Oh, Necco wafers. Do you know where the Necco wafer, one of their facilities is?
Is it in Wisconsin?
It's in Boston.
Boston. Oh.
The only reason I know is because we ended up somewhere on a business trip. We lived on the East Coast and we went up to Boston for something. And we were driving and we drove right past the Necco wafer.
And there it was.
It was. And I took a picture because I have a friend who anywhere she can find Necco wafers, she will buy several Necco wafer packets because she loves them.
I grew up not far from a Nabisco factory.
Oh.
And when you got near it, you'd roll your windows down because the whole world smelled like warm cookies. It was really kind of interesting. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Necco wafers, sugar, corn syrup, gel. All right, listen. So here's the last bit of this, in my opinion, right? Let's wrap this up. Put a nice bow on it. You're going out there and you're worried, right? I see people constantly, always newly diagnosed people. My kid was just diagnosed. Halloween's coming. What am I going to do? And I think you should treat the running around like, the pre-bolus for picking out of the bag, right? And just make 100%. It through.
Yes.
And if you're going to sit and hork, I don't know if this is a word, but if you're going to sit down later and hork down a bunch of candy, you're going to have to take into account that there's a lot of carbs in it. There's fat in some of it. You're going to get a really hard hit from simple sugars, and you might get stretched out from the fat. I think if you can get through this night without a bad low or a protracted high, I think have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see you be 300 overnight. That's going to be you misunderstanding the carbs in some of this food and the fat in some of this food. And I don't want to see you like not doing anything and running around and getting low. So, I mean, I didn't have a podcast when my kid was little and we took her out trick-or-treating, but it's what we did. We watched her blood sugar, and when it did something, we were like, hey, guess what? It's time for, you can reach into your bag and grab something now. So.
Right. And I mean, with the tools that we have now comparative to what you had when Arden was really little, right? We now have all these algorithms. I mean, you were the algorithm, right? So
staring her in the face to see if she looked low. I don't even know what the hell that means.
Right. Exactly. I mean, so you can make use of those tools. My funny little thing about Halloween is that in my history of life with insulin and pumping, I moved to using a DIY system years ago, and my start day was Halloween.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, I started looping essentially for my first DIY system. On Halloween.
Nice.
On Halloween.
Halloween reminds me of the JDRF walks that we don't do them anymore, but we did them for the first 10 years of Arden's life with diabetes. Mm-hmm. And the first one was October. Around here, she was diagnosed in August. So, I mean, she had had diabetes for less than maybe 6 or 8 weeks. You get there and it's Philly, and there's a giant table of hot, soft pretzels. And the first year I was like, oh, soft pretzels. Then I understood. And then every year after that, I was like, is this a cruel joke?
Right.
We take a bunch of newly diagnosed people who are not good at bolusing for anything and give them a giant piece of dough. And then people just walked around with high blood sugars the whole time. And as the years went on and people had CGMs, it'd just be beep, beep, and soft pretzel. I was like, why is this happening?
And I bet at that point there also wasn't now I just helped do the event here, which was really nice. It was in October. It was a lovely day. But the nice thing about the options that were there, they had multiple different options for multiple different choices for people. And they had all the carb counts and the nutrition information so that as you picked things, I guarantee your soft pretzel that year probably had no nutrition facts. It was like, just enjoy the pretzel.
Yeah.
Right?
Meanwhile, and it's not for this episode, but if a soft pretzel doesn't have 75 carbs in it, I'd be surprised. And they're awesome around. I don't know where they are the rest of the world, but in Philly, they're good.
They're good.
Yeah. So anyway, happy Halloween to everybody. Have a great time. Please post your pictures in the Facebook group of your kids tricking and treating, and let me know if any of this helped, because I'm going to text Rob right now and be like, hey, would you edit a podcast for me today and get it right back?
Hey,
so
thanks.
Let's see what he says.
This was fun.
Thanks so much, Jenny.
Yeah.
Hey kids, listen up. You've made it to the end of the podcast. You must have enjoyed it. You know what else you might enjoy? The private Facebook group for the Juicebox Podcast. I know you're thinking, Facebook, Scott, please. But no. Beautiful group, wonderful people, a fantastic community. Juicebox Podcast, Type 1 Diabetes on Facebook. Of course, if you have Type 2, or you're touched by diabetes in any way, you're absolutely welcome. It's a private group, so you'll have to answer a couple of questions before you come in. We'll make sure you're not a bot or an evildoer. then you're on your way. You'll be part of the family. I can't thank you enough for listening. Please make sure you're subscribed or following in your audio app. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the Juicebox Podcast.